Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out another video of mine. I really appreciate you guys coming by and checking out my videos and liking and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. Today, I finally pulled the trigger on an all-in-one desktop computer. I've been looking for one for a while for work purposes, and I've just been trying to find that right combination of specs and price. And today I went into Best Buy and I found this one on clearance for a great price, and I finally pulled the trigger. It's a Samsung 24-inch Full HD touchscreen display, and it comes with an Intel Core i5, 1 terabyte of hard drive, 12 gigabyte of RAM, and then it's an all-in-one computer, so it comes with a wireless keyboard right here, and then also a wireless mouse. So this kind of checked all the boxes for me. And like I said, it was on clearance for a little bit under $800, which is a great price for this spec'd out computer. So I picked it up and I wanted to review it for you guys. So in terms of build quality, I personally think that this is a very nicely built computer. I don't think it's up there with iMac or some of the very top end desktop computers, but it also doesn't feel like it's just going to fall apart either. It's got some premium parts to it. It weighs about 20 pounds, so it's got some heft to it, and it's got this unique design to it that I personally really like. It just looks like it's a monitor attached to a soundbar, and actually that soundbar is where most of the components are held. So even though it looks like it's just like this huge soundbar that's going to pump out some huge bass, that's actually where most of the components of the computer are. So that might be a little bit of a disappointment to some of you that isn't just one huge soundbar at the bottom there, but in my opinion, it still gives off a really great sound and it gets plenty loud. The wireless keyboard and mouse that come with this device are actually pretty good. Sometimes you'll see these all-in-ones throw in some generic or crappy keyboard and mouse just to save some money, but in my opinion, the Samsung keyboard has a nice travel to it, feels solid. I really like typing on it. And then the mouse, it stays connected, it scrolls correctly. That's kind of all you can really ask for a mouse. It feels comfortable, it's lightweight, and it's really good in my opinion. So the display is pretty nice, and Samsungs are kind of known for having nice displays. This one's a 24-inch display. It's Full HD, 1920 by 1080. It's touch screen, so you can touch it and use your fingers if you want. A couple things I don't like about this display is that it's quite glossy, and so if you're in a room with sunlight or you have light directly shining on it, it will reflect quite a bit. And second is that the display itself is actually sunken into the device a little bit. Actually, I should say a lot. It's sunken in more than I've kind of ever seen on a computer before. So it doesn't feel like your display is right on the glass. It feels like it's sunken in a little bit, which is a little bit weird, but you get used to it after a while. The computer does have quite a few input methods. You have a full-size SD card reader, headphone jack, 3 USB, 2 HDMI, Ethernet, Kensington lock, and then a power adapter plug-in. The one thing it doesn't have that many new computers have these days is USB-C. So that's a little bit of a bummer that they left that off this machine. So I just want to give you guys a sense for how the video and sound quality is on this device. Like I said, even though that's not a full-on sound bar at the bottom, it still has very nice speakers in my opinion. You can kind of get a feel for how the screen looks, how the sound is, and that sort of thing. So I pulled up the Jurassic Park World trailer because I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, and I'll just play this. I'll put the speaker, the mic close to the speakers so you can get a good sense of how it sounds. I use this computer for and how it performs for me. I use a lot of Chrome. I'll have anywhere between 10 and 15 tabs open on Chrome at one time. I use my email apps a lot throughout the day. Slack. I do Photoshop, and then some video editing as well. And that's basically what the majority of my work is on this machine. And I'll use all those at the same time and multitask between all of those. And this computer has handled them pretty well. No real slowdowns that I've noticed. Boot up times can be a little bit slow on this machine. especially once it gets to the login and it's trying to warm up the Windows Hello facial recognition. That can take a while, to the point where I just end up exiting out of that and using a password. In terms of gaming, I'm really not a huge gamer, so I can't really speak to gaming on this device, and I apologize for that, but I'm sure you could game on it. You might have to drop some settings for it to perform as well as you want. And I think there's probably some better options out there if you're really looking for a gaming desktop. But like I said, I think you could game on it. How well it performs, I'm sorry, I can't really answer that. So again, in terms of everyday tasks and work and productivity tasks, this thing performs very well, and I'm very pleased with it. A couple things that should be noted is that it does not have a CD or DVD drive. So if you're looking for something that can load up, software CDs or DVDs, you'll have to buy an external drive for this device. Second is that, again, the display is pretty sunken in there, and it's kind of weird to get used to at first, but you will get used to it after a little bit of time. And then third is just kind of the extra Samsung bloatware that they put on this device, which is kind of annoying. They throw some weird kids games and a couple programs on there that I wish they wouldn't have. So you'll have to take some time to update the computer and remove some of that stuff if you don't want it, but that's pretty simple to take care of. Overall, if you're looking for a mid-ranged desktop all-in-one that's going to be speedy enough to get everyday work and productivity tasks done, I think this is a great option. Like I said, there are a few drawbacks to it, but overall I don't think you can go wrong, especially if you can find it at a great price like I did. So hope this review helps you guys. Again, thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. I'll be coming out with a lot more videos in the near future. Thanks again. We'll catch you on the next one, guys.